Alright. Part 2. Actually getting into the actual part where I start doing shit. So, like I said before, honeymoon phase begins. Don't worry, I'm just smoking weed. Honeymoon phase begins, and everything's fine and dandy. Me and old girl. And it's really weird what fentanyl will do to you, what opiates will do to you, extreme opiates like that. From what I've seen, most people that use it are running from something, and they don't want to feel. But anyways, once you're on that shit, like, it can make it to where, like, the simplest of things mean the most to you. Just little shit, like to give an example, me and a girl would just be like in the hotel, in the bathtub, fucked up on blues, and us just chilling there in the warm water was like, that was our highlight. Like, this is how people lower their standards and shit. And you see people out there on the streets, we used to know them, and now they're completely different. Like a whole other person. So, as time went on, I had my first withdrawal. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I didn't even know how dangerous the shit that I was playing around with was. And to be realistic, she probably knew to some extent, but she didn't know firsthand. She never been through withdrawals and shit before like that. And it's weird too, because not everybody actually, like, goes through withdrawals hella fucking bad and shit. But the thing is, over time, it doesn't matter like how fucking strong you are and shit. None of you are fucking immortal. At least not these YouTube motherfuckers. And no matter how resilient you are, there's like a limit and shit to how much you can just throw yourself into sickness and shit like that. I mean, yeah, if you just keep using consistently, but I mean, that's really fucking not great, healthy at all, but you might not get sick. You might fucking kill yourself, though, also. So, like, even the resilient, eventually their body breaks down and shit. I'm lucky to even have this fucking body that I'm left with right now. And I've been working out for maybe like a week, doing like fucking maybe like 20 push-ups a day type of shit, mixed with like squats and fucking like plank. Actually, I do plank though. And that plank is probably what really helps me. And I'll just sit there and just, like, sometimes like maybe a minute or so, but that core shit, it's really good shit. But not everyone. That's why you hear stories of people like, they'll do fentanyl for the first time, and they'll like snort just like a little tiny bit, or even just smoke a little bit. And I mean, overdose is usually more common with the snorting, but even smoking happens too. And there'll be someone who can just do a little tiny bit, and they're fucked. They're dead just from that little tiny bit. But then there's other people, like people I've known, or even myself to an extent, because there were times when I was smoking like 20 of them bitches a day. Plus, sometimes. And I'd be functioning throughout the day too. That's the That's the scary part too, because when you're a functioning addict like that, it makes it confusing to you whether you're really an addict or not, and whether or not there's really a problem, which can be detrimental. But anyways, I definitely started to realize the fucking problem. Not really so much with. Well, first, like I said, the first little withdrawal shit that happened out of nowhere. I didn't really know what was going on, and I talked to someone about it who smoked them that I sold to. And they explained it to me and shit. I was like, oh, so that's what the fuck my body is going through. And so then I'm just like, well, fuck, I already know this is bad. But the person I'm in love with loves doing it. And it's not like it would have been different if like she was on the streets or some shit and I knew she was like out there fucking, but she was with me all the time and like she was loyal and shit at the time. Things changed. Hence why we're not together no more. But yeah, after that withdrawal shit, the next thing I really noticed, like, the person I love, yo, like, and it's fucked up to say this, and I'm not proud of it because, I let it go on to an extent and shit. I mean, people have their own choice, free will, but, someone you love, when it's something that dangerous, it's a lot more of a show of love to snatch some shit right out of their fucking hands, even if it's gonna piss them off. It's like dead ass. It'll show you care. It would show you care. They might be fucking mad right then. They may go get more. But they may fucking also stop and think, damn, my homie really gives a fuck about me. There's a reason why they don't want me to do this shit that strongly. I can't let my weed get fucking all dried out now. So, anyways, once I started noticing, like, see, I didn't really like. You see people on Fent, and more often than not, they're gonna be doing this number right here. Wait, hold on. Let me pretend I got a tray in my hand. Wait. Oh my god. Yeah. They'll either be doing that one or they'll be standing up like this. I was not a rule to the exception for that either. No. So I did the same stupid ass looking shit as well. But yeah. So that nod there, where you're kind of going unconscious, if you're smoking enough, that nod turns into not just so much relaxation that you're falling asleep, that turns into so much relaxation that you're falling asleep forever. Sleeping Beauty, but it's fucked up. Yeah, no. There were so many red flags and shit, but like with the shit that I've gone through, that I knew I should have been doing, but at the same time, there's different ways of gaining knowledge. You can experience things or you can take everyone's fucking word for it. And I'm one of those hard-headed people who has to experience things for themselves. It's just the fucking way I am. I don't like taking. I have to know for myself because I've been misled too fucking much. Because that's how I started out, too trusting. So I watch her go from nodding to there's this one fucking day. She nodded out like normal, but we may have to find another place soon here. I'm trying to see little ants. She started nodding out. But after she started nodding out, fuck ants. I get my ass, bitch. After she started nodding out, she stopped breathing. I've seen her nod out before, yeah, breathing slows and shit, but there's just no movement. And that got me concerned, and then I put my finger up to her nose, like, there's no breathe. I didn't feel no wind coming in and out. And then I started to freak the fuck out. And my first thought is to just start fucking giving her mouth to mouth and start forcing air into her lungs. And so that's what I did. And after about the third big ass breath I put into her, she like coughed a little bit and started like waking up and shit. But before that, right after I noticed she stopped breathing, there's this shit. It's called a death rattle. You may have heard it, you may have not. If you've been around death, or if you haven't, but it's the last little like breath of air they let out before they die and shit. And it's just like it's like a it's like a fucking gurgly kind of. I can't make it. I'm not dying, but it's like a weird gurgly, quiet sound and shit. It's fucked. It's just straight fucked. But still wanted to do it. She still wanted to do it after. Like I would beg her and shit. Like stop doing this shit. But I love this person so much. I still stuck by them and shit. So that's how it went for the longest and shit. Until it just started to fucking eat away at our lives and ourselves. It took everything. It took literally everything from us. And I do feel like there is probably definitely a genetic aspect to things. My parents, my pops, he's had run-ins with opiates and shit back in the day. But, like, not for longer than a year type of shit. The girl I was with, she's probably, honestly, fucked from the get-go because she had shit. From what she told me, she already had shit in her system. She was born. So it's probably like, that sleeping demon. I've noticed traits between like my father and I that aren't too desirable that we share. I definitely think there's a recessive aspect to things sometimes, but fucking at the end of the day, man, that's why I'm trying to make this. That's why I'm making this video. You know, so that like for whatever situation you are, just how fucked up the shit is. Because, dude, before I ever even did this shit, I was selling this shit because I was homeless and I needed bread. I was selling. I had it all. I mean, I got caught up in shit eventually, doing some dumb shit, but I had it all for a while, and oh my god. I have girls hit me up trying to pick up. And let's say, I'm sick, yo, can I get a front? I didn't do fronts. I've been fucked over too many times before. I learned my lesson. So, hell no. I'll fuck you. I'll suck you. I'll do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Just give me a blue. Bruh. One pill, my nigga. And they'll let you do anything. Some of them. Because the sickness is that fucking real, bro. And I've been through it. And I understand it. I sympathize for them. I really do. But at the same time, I'm not going to waste my energy thinking about someone who's not trying to move forward in life, or isn't willing to move forward in life anyways. Because I'm trying my fucking best, and I can't even waste time. Oh shit, so. Running out of fucking camera time on this phone, so I gotta fucking snap this shit up quick. So, moral of the story, kids, is when you let a extremely fucking toxic, strong as fuck potent drug come into your life and into around the people you love, you are quite liable to lose everything that you love, or the things that the people around you love, or just them losing you. Basically, you can lose fucking everything. If you want a one-way trip to lose everything town, try fentanyl today. Because I just got out of the fucking detox place not too long ago, and I had to go to the hospital and shit. I've been through withdrawal and shit before, and I will tell you with experience, and I've had some fucked up pain shit happen. I broke this bone and had it folded over, and withdrawal was the most painful, traumatizing experience I've ever fucking been through. I'm getting through that shit. So if you want to not feel for the price of all of that, then go right ahead. And I hope that you all get to know yourselves, get to know what you love, get to know your inner child, get to know what you want to do, and you find the will within yourself to fucking do it. Just like I'm trying to do. I fucking love y'all. TTYL.